Good. My name's Beto O'Rourke, and I just came by to say hello and see if we could help get anyone who's interested in the House registered to vote. We're in Texarkana, just off Summerhill Road, knocking on doors and trying to register folks to vote. We knocked on probably 20 doors. Most folks were already registered. Some folks were still on paper after a felony or a conviction, but we just met some folks who wanted to get registered, and we signed them up, and we're going to go turn in our voter registration forms. And then at 6 p.m. this evening, we're going to be meeting in the Twin Cities Church of Christ Church and Convention Hall, and we're going to have a conversation about voting rights and democracy. And everyone's welcome, Republican, Democrat, and Independent. So we're excited to be back in Texarkana.
Are we going to end this not with a bang but a whimper as one state legislature after another reduces and ultimately withdraws the right to vote based on the color of your skin or your condition of ability or some other meaningless difference between us? Are we going to allow political violence to rule the day? Some of you may think that we solved the problem on the 6th of January. The invasion was stopped, the forces were repelled, the FBI is bringing those men and women to justice one person at a time, case closed. But others, myself included, might just see it as the beginning of a much larger problem. 1923, Adolf Hitler leads the beer hall coup. He's jailed, he's stopped, he's thought of as a clown, just a bunch of crazy seditionists and insurrectionists who are trying to topple the democratic Weimar Republic. It's not 10 years later that he becomes Chancellor of Germany, the most powerful man in that country, soon to be the most powerful country in Europe, one that would threaten our very democracy here in the United States of America. That's what happens when this slip turns into a slide, and the slide moves us from democracy to tyranny or fascism or some other form of government altogether. Now, that may sound bold, it may sound dramatic, it may sound a bit much, but I would not make this trip from El Paso to Texarkana. I wouldn't leave here from Texarkana to travel to Marshall and other communities in East Texas. I wouldn't then go to Houston and Austin and other cities in our great state if I did not feel so strongly about the threat that is before us at this moment. And if we are truly government of, by, and for the people, then there are and cannot be any sidelines in this contest. All of us are engaged. And to decide not to do anything at all is a choice that you might make. To decide that you will fight this with all you've got is a choice that I hope you will make.